To help prevent scenarios where a machine is running but the operator has not remembered to start an operation on the work queue, we've introduced a number of on-screen pop-ups, notifications and banners that will warn people and remind them that they need to be starting operations on the queue. These prompts and warnings are designed to help support accurate data collection, which is essential when you're looking at things like your live status dashboards, because you want to see what jobs are currently active and going through your shop floor. You want to monitor whether things are starting on time or not, and you want to be able to see how you're performing to plan. You want to analyze your plan versus actual performance, and with OEE in particular, it's essential that you are collecting both the status of the machine and the details of the part that is currently being worked on. So for all these reasons, we've introduced these notifications again, as I said, just to ensure that your data entry is as accurate and consistent as possible on the shop floor. So I'm currently logged in as Shopfloor user Matt, and I'm on the work queue of this Mazak machine. At the top of the queue, I've got an operation that I've previously started that's currently paused, but I'm now ready to resume working on again. And I'm actually going to do something that I shouldn't be doing, which is put the machine into production before I start the job on the queue. So I've got a simulator that's going to simulate that running signal for me, and if I just go ahead and put that into production, you'll see that instantly, obviously I've picked up through the automatic monitoring that the machine is in a running state, and I've now got a warning at the top of the screen where the active operation should be advising that I haven't started the job. In the top right hand corner, I also have a pop-up banner saying the same thing. The difference here is that if I go anywhere else in the system, if I wander off and start working on another machine, that pop-up is sticky and it's not going to go anywhere until I acknowledge it. What's happened there as well, you'll just see that I've got another notification, a third notification if you like, that I haven't remembered to start my job. This notification has got it had a 30-second delay on it, and that's something that you can configure in admin. I'll go and show you how to do that in a minute. So let's just go ahead and start that operation so that my house is in order. I've got things set up as they should be, and what's important about that is now all my analytics users can see the job that's currently running on this machine, and I'm starting to collect that running time and log that running time against this operation, which is important when I'm looking at things like OEE, as we said earlier, and my planned versus actual cycle time analysis. So just fixing on these notifications here at the moment. These notifications can also go to your analytics users. That's user permission based. And that threshold, I've currently got this one set to 30 seconds, so that delay before it's sent out as a third notification is something that you can configure. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. Let's just log in as admin. So the reason you might want to put a delay on it is it just gives the operator, for example, a little bit of breathing space, gives them the benefit of the doubt that they always intended to start that operation. They've just got things slightly out of sequence, or just need a second more to go back to the queue and start the job, and it gives them an opportunity to acknowledge those on-screen warnings and pop-ups that we started out with. So to do that, if we go to System, Notifications, down here at the bottom we have this notification of resource running with no active operation, and as I said, mine is currently set to 30 seconds, so you can set that in there. I think the default starts out at 0 seconds. The other thing you can do is have those notifications sent out as an email, so you just need to set that here and make sure the checkbox send is turned on. Mine's already set to go, but if it wasn't, your update button would be available. In terms of your shop floor users, that third notification, if you like, is going to happen by default. If you want your analytics users to also receive the notifications, so the ones that appear in the top bar menu, you need to set that, as I said, as a user permission. So if we just go into my account, for example, I have it set, because I've got an analytics role, the option to receive resource running without active operation notifications is available, and I've just set it there. So just to summarize them, to access these features you need to have both our WIP booking and monitoring modules. By default on the shop floor, as soon as the resource goes into running state and there's no active operation at that time, your shop floor users are going to receive that warning banner and the sticky pop-up on the top right hand side of the screen, and that's going to stay there until it's acknowledged, or of course you start a job. The third notification that you saw on the shop floor is the one that appears in the top bar menu. That is also available to your analytics users. You can configure your analytics users to receive that, and that's user permissions based. And those notifications can have a time threshold set against them. So the example we used here was 30 seconds. So from the moment the machine went into a running state with no active operation up until that threshold, so that 30 seconds, as soon as we hit that 30 seconds, those notifications went out again, and those notifications can also be configured to go as an email.